Hey guys, this is how to properly and safely jack up your vehicle. To start, do not use these scissor jacks that came with your car spare tire kit. They are not very stable and they're really only meant for roadside emergency usage. This is a floor jack, is a much better option. Notice how it has wheels on it. Whenever you jack up the vehicle, the car is going to tilt, and as the car tilts, the wheels will move freely with the angle of the vehicle to prevent the jack from falling over or from the car falling off the jack. These will not do that. Also, you need a pair of jack stands and a pair of wheel chocks. You should never, ever, ever get underneath a vehicle that's supported only by a jack. Any jack can fail at any moment. If your maintenance does not require removing a wheel, I would highly recommend a pair of car ramps. I use them for my oil changes. They're a lot more stable, a lot more secure, and you do not have to guess as to where you can jack up the car at. So that's a much better option. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the jack points on my vehicle. You cannot jack up the vehicle by the pinch weld because that is where the jack stand is going to go. So you need to go to the underside of the car and find a safe spot that will support the weight of the entire car. Look underneath one of the tires, one of the wheels. On my car, this bar runs out from the wheel and connects right here at the frame. So I normally jack it up right here in this spot. Now that the car is on a level surface, go ahead and put the automatic transmission into park and apply the parking brake. Also, we need to chock the rear wheel. Always chock the wheel that is on the opposite side of the car, diagonal from the side of the car that you're going to be jacking up. Also, let's go and take a look at the jack stand point. Let's see here. You're going to place the jacks right between this notch and that notch. If you have a pinch weld, there should be two cut out notches there to show where to place the jack stand. So now that we know the jacking points of the car and the jack stand point, let's go ahead and jack the car up. It's a good idea to keep an eye on the car as you're jacking it up. Okay, so keeping all parts of the body from underneath the car, out from underneath the car, go ahead and remove the arm, and then we'll go ahead and slowly release it. Okay. Making sure it's properly seated on the jack stand. Now wait for the little arm over there on the jack to come down. Now that the entire front end of the car is on jack stands, I left the floor jack just underneath the left side of the car, and over here on the right side of the car I placed a wheel underneath the pinch weld, so in case the car slips off the jack stands or the jack stands fail, the floor jack and the wheel will keep the car from crashing into the ground. Also, it is a good idea to go ahead and shake the car aggressively to make sure that it is stable. Now, notice how with the pinch weld resting on the jack stand adapter is kind of slanted. It always does that, and I tested the car stable, kind of shook it should be fine that way. It just looks kind of weird. Now that we're done working on the car, we can go and lower it now. So let's jack it up just a little bit off of the jack stand. Let's see here. Okay, let's go and slide that out. And then this time, I'll actually release it slowly. So just a slight turn. Just make sure the jack does not go that much underneath the tire. Alright, and then we are done And that's how to jack up the car.